Yes, children. Now see the third important gland, that is adrenal gland. Okay. From the figure itself, it is clear that what is the exact position of the adrenal gland? The adrenal gland lies on or above the kidney, just like a cap of the kidney. So this is just like a cap of the kidney, and that's why it is also called as suprarenal gland. So one more name of the adrenal gland, that is suprarenal. We know the meaning of renal because we have already studied about the excretory system, where we have studied that renal artery, renal vein. So if something is at the super of this, that is called as the suprarenal gland. Now, if we take a TS or if we cut the adrenal gland, then what parts we can see? See, the part which is surrounding like this will be the cortex, and the middle portion will be the medulla. So what we can write, that if we see the structure of the adrenal gland, then we can see that the adrenal gland is basically made up of two parts. This is called as the cortex and this is called as medulla. Okay, now both these parts, they used to secrete the different hormones. So first we will see about the hormones which are secreted by the cortex of the kidney, cortex of the adrenal gland. Clear? Now see, hormones secreted by adrenal cortex. Hormones secreted by this part of the gland. It used to secrete three different types of hormones. Number one, mineralocorticoids. Then glucocorticoids. And then adrenocorticoids. Now see, because the hormones are secreted from the cortex, so we have got the name of corticoids. And if it used to secrete the hormone which is related with the mineral, mineralocorticoid, related with the glucose, glucocorticoid, and then finally adrenocorticoid. Now see, what are the functions of all these hormones? So first we will begin with the glucocorticoids. So I am going to write this. The function of the glucocorticoid. Actually, the glucocorticoid are made up of the three different types of hormone. So you can write down that this hormone consists of three hormones, or we can say that the three different types of hormone, they form one hormone that is called as glucocorticoid. Now what are these three hormones? They are cortisol, then cortisone, and then corticosterone. And out of this, cortisone is the major important hormone of glucocorticoid which is secreted by the cortex. Clear? So this one is the important and major hormone. Clear? Now see the function of this glucocorticoids. This used to regulate the metabolism of protein. Point number 1. Okay, along with the protein, fat and carbohydrate. So it used to balance the protein, fat and carbohydrate in the body. Then if it is regulating your carbohydrate, it means the function of this is to regulate blood sugar level also. Okay. Now, how to regulate the blood sugar? In case if there is deficiency, then what this do? This will help in the process of formation of glucocorticoid hormones, that is cortisone. And this cortisone or this hormone, what it will do? It will change your protein and fat into the simpler substances and to form the carbohydrate, and that's why the level of the carbohydrate may be balanced in the body. Now see children, what it will do once again. Suppose point number 1 is this, that it used to regulate the sugar level in the body. Now how to regulate the sugar level in the body? Suppose what happens, there is a deficiency of the sugar level in the body. Then what this hormone will do? This hormone will change your protein and fat into the carbohydrate and helps in the production of more and more sugar so that it can balance the sugar level in the body once again. So this is the function of glucocorticoids. Along with this, it used to adapt the body external stresses such as heat, cold, infection and burn. So you can write down, it used to regulate or it is adapt the body external stress. Okay, what are the stress? Severe heat, infection and cold and burns. So everything is regulated by this hormone. So this is all about the glucocorticoids. Once again children, glucocorticoids release 3 types of hormone, or itself glucocorticoid is made up of the 3 hormones: cortisol, cortisone and cortisterone. Out of that, cortisone is the major hormone and the function of this gluco is to metabolize the protein, fat and carbohydrate and to regulate the sugar level as well as regulate or to adapt the body external stress, so that if the temperature outside the body, that is in the environment, if there is any change in that, then our body should be able to adapt to that. If there is extra heat, then our body should be able to adapt that hot temperature. If there is severe cold, then our body should be able to adapt that also. If there is a cut or burn, then our body should be able to tolerate everything. So it used to manage the stress that we get from the environment. So this is all about the glucocorticoids. Now see, the next one is mineralocorticoid. The function of the mineralocorticoid is it used to regulate. Now from the name itself it is clear that something is related with the mineral. So what it does? It will balance your salt and water in body. Okay, what does it do? It will balance the salt and water, mineral. Clear? It controls reabsorption of sodium by kidney. Okay, we have already studied that descending loop, ascending loop, loop of Henle. Okay, so what they do? They all will, some of them, they help in the reabsorption of the nutrient. So what does it do? It will help in the reabsorption of sodium salt by the kidney, and after that it used to maintain sodium and potassium ratio, Na plus and K plus ratio in the body. Then the next is basically it used to metabolize, or you can write down it balance the mineral metabolism in the body. So this is all about the function of mineralocorticoids. Now the last of the cortex is adrenocorticoids. Now see, what is the function of adrenocorticoids? From the name itself, adrenocorticoids, it used to manage your sex hormones. So this functions as sex hormone. Okay, what does it do? It stimulates the development and maturation of reproductive organs. So what it do? It stimulate and maturation of reproductive organs. Then helps in the secondary characters, development of secondary characters. Then estrogen in female and sweetening voice, like it helps in the development of, if I have written secondary characters, it is enough. Now see children, what does it do? It functions as a sex hormone. It used to stimulate and maturation of the reproductive organs. That is, in case of female, it helps in the secretion of estrogen. In case of male, it helps in the secretion of the testosterone. And you know the function of estrogen and testosterone. That is, they help in the complete development of the female and the male body organs. In case of females, it used to help in the enlargement of the breast as well as the genital areas. And in case of males also, it helps in the enlargement of the genital areas. So basically adrenocorticoids, they functions as a sex hormone because they help in the complete development of a boy or a girl into a complete male and female in case of adults. Okay, so this is all about the hormone which is secreted by the cortex region. That is mineralocorticoid, glucocorticoid as well as the adrenocorticoid. Now we will see about the hormone which is secreted by the second part of adrenal gland, that is medulla.